Greetings, YouTube. Kick Rocks has started us off, as he so often generously does, with a donation to get us to stream 2013. We're almost a decade away. And remember, we are doing this for the first time since October, based on the previous rankings from October. A lot's changed, but in October, the top two were in this poll. What up, Steam Bursator? Pedro, first poll vote. I can vote. Yeah, Pedro, you're here. Bama Boy and Haddon. Remember, newer champs like Bullseye, we wait until champs are in the basic pool so that more people have a chance to use them. Part of it's controversial, but we don't care. What's up, everybody? Get pumped. It is Poll Series week. Brooklyn Blaze is here. Nutty Sack is here. Big dog. And remember, when polls go fast, we end them fast to save time. And I do declare that this one is already over. Okay. Again, we're just going off of October's rankings. If there's somebody you think is being disrespected, you have a chance to vote for them and move them up. But first, we've got to revisit the previous rankings. Well, Westy, what's up, Jason? What's up, Inslain? Happy poll week. First poll week of 2024. Bark that chicken. Hey! In fact, good guy Kai, Captain Ellie here for poll week. In fact, I have worn the Bark the Chicken shirt in honor of poll week. By the way, do you want to change the color scheme up? Kick Rocks Road 25? Westy, we can't do those polls live, at least not on a family-friendly channel, but you can do them on your own time. And what do you know? We're moving on to poll number 3. That's how fast this goes. This one might be a little bit closer than the first two. RBG Sound, oh my gosh, we've missed you. How you been? Look at all the legends returning. We've got so many great people. Senor Barcode, what a cool name. Although I said Senor and my phone thought I said something else. Westy, again, those might be private polls, not public ones. Ooh. What's up, Doobie Addict? Another great name. Hit that like button, y'all. It's poll week. Okay, so the names you want to be read, I can do that. How about, yeah, we can have the color scheme match whatever the poll night is. That's cool. Good guy Kai has been a member for over a year. Says my cat gave birth to 4 kittens last night, but only 2 made it sadly. But the mom was taking her. Wow. Well, way to keep 2 around. Also, we have our first major upset of the night. Kate Bishop goes to 3. Valkyrie drops to 4. I remember back in October we said that the Valkyrie hype might actually be a little bit higher than it should. Maybe that is true now. Alright, well, you know what happens when somebody moves up. We gotta put them head to head. 40 viewers already, only 22 likes, though. We can get that like counter up. This is a lot of work. If you have not seen a poll week, we only do this about once every 3 months because it kind of kills me. We do an average of like 50 polls per night, leading to the biggest issue elsewhere. Alright, saying that was such a big file. I mean, Rob sent me way too big of files, but you like doubled his size. It's crazy. No chance to download that on mobile. What's up, Joka? Alright, Kingpin held on. Now, let's see who wins this one. Rob, it's not about making them bigger, it's about making them smaller. It's about compressing them so I can download them. Big files are bad for downloading. Well, and saying over the audio doesn't really matter because I mute it to do the commentary anyway. Oh, man. Looks like we're brewing for the fall of Valkyrie tonight. Joel, that freezing rain was super nasty today. Just awful. Totally awful. Okay. Well, Senor Barcode, that's why it's kind of fun. Most YouTube channels would not put in this much work for a poll, but internet phrases. But I do. All right, Shang-Chi gets the vote. On to our next poll. This will be a fun one. All right, we're halfway to 50 likes. Feeling good. Rob, it's whatever you sent, and it was like 1.2 gigs. It's on your end that the file size is so big, not mine. What I end up having to do is just downloading it and then re-upload. It just takes a lot more time. Pedro, they're in a Google Doc that I'll kind of make public. Mama, happy poll night. Well, that's a really big poll. Okay. So, Kate just mopped the floor and held on to there. Rob, if you can compress it, that would save a lot of time. Okay. All right, here we go. Alright, Earth25, you're always sending me more messages than most people, so it takes me extra time to go through them, but I'll try to get through them tonight, if possible. I haven't had a chance to check line today. Dakota! Hey! Mama, do you want me to call you for these polls? Ooh, we've got some disagreement amongst the mods. I love it. I love it. All right, Mama. Do you want to wait for the crystal opening to call? All right, Mama. Well, Dakota, Mayo Knights, always on standby. Wow. I thought Valkyrie would take this one pretty easily, but we got a lot of people who just prefer Black Widow Deadly Origin. Dang, Jason. That's a dark joke. This is our first close poll of the night. We need 2 more votes before we can decide if Black Widow Deadly Origin wins or not, if it's too close to call. Oh, it's okay. It hit 6%. I know this is going to anger about half the people watching this, but rules are rules. Valkyrie has dropped 3 spots already. Let's see if she stops there. Yeah, she's stopping there. Bama boy, you just wrote some real interesting fan fiction. Remember, I don't vote in these polls. I just collect the data. I just collect the data. All right. Shang-Chi holds off Black Widow Deadly Origin. Now we'll see if the Valkyrie slide finally stops. We haven't had too much huge upsets this time starting out, but obviously Valkyrie's just not getting a lot of love. Steven, the big rework has been the #1 most sought after improved champ was OG Iron Man from 3 months ago, and now he is has a chance to be a top 10 tech champion, so we got to redo that at some point. Also, Red Skull. Wow, a 50-50 poll. You love to see it. What's up, Vitalik? Or Vital Lick, as Mom Bear calls you on Wednesdays. Ooh. Shots fired, Mama. Shots fired. Your pool boy is not going to love that comment. All right, hit Monkey by 6%. Valkyrie drops to 7. Wow. She has fallen 4 spots according to the viewers tonight. Oh, man. All right. Time for another very close poll. We also are only 16 likes away from 50. That's pretty dang good. Alright, Thighs took care of business. Now, let's see if Valkyrie's slide stops. She's at 7 right now. Here we go. Good night, Westy. Thanks for tuning in. Jason, we never put new champs up. It's got to be champs that are either exiting, basically champs that are in the basic pool, so that the average player has a chance to use them. Bullseye won't be available maybe until the next poll in 3 months. What's up, Potato? Because most people are just talking about Bullseye based off of what they've seen on YouTube or Reddit or everything else. I want people to have a chance to play around with them and actually form an opinion that's not just listening to other people. Alright, well, Valkyrie's slide has finally stopped. She's locked into number 7. Now, let's do something. These were super close last time, so I'm expecting similar windows of poll results. And as always, if you don't vote, you can't complain. And as Mama Bear likes to say, they say in Chicago, vote early and vote often. Pedro, it's poll night, man. I'm just trying to step out of the way. Kick rocks, pumping up that Elsa. Man, this one's super close. Super close. There you go, we're at 25. Quacka dropped his votes and likes. Well, thank you, Quacka. That's a cool name. That's all it's quacked up to be. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a 50-50 poll. This is exactly how it was 3 months ago, y'all. So, Bama Boy, if I'm using those full recoil masteries, I prefer Elsa. Without them in Battlegrounds, I prefer Mole Man. So it just depends on my mastery setup. What's up, world's famous? Greetings indeed. Oh, Mole Man's taking the slight lead. This is such a tight poll. Oh, man. Oh, now it's 50-50 again. Too close to call. Well, Bama, if you don't have a mutant attacker, she is. Oh man, this is the tightest poll so far. What's up, War and Peace? Where's DRC when you need to break a poll? Oh my word. And just like that, Elsa took it by a hair. Woo! Alright, you know what happens when somebody jumps somebody. We got to see how far they go. We're also only 9 likes away from 50. Poll series starting out hot. Wow, a lot of early votes for Elsa. Holy cow. Danny says Elsa is one of my top 3 skilled champs. Way to go, Danny. That is a bold statement. So you think Elsa's better than Kingpin? Kate Bishop? Wow, I was not expecting. Valkyrie just continues to slide. I feel like Kickrocks has never been more proud of a poll series vote than seeing Elsa rise up the ranks. DJ Paceman's here, but oh no, how are your symptoms, man? So many people who watch this channel have said that they've gotten sick. We've had some people get that back to back, like twice in a row, which I didn't know was possible. Alright, Elsa. You're climbing up. This is the revenge of Elsa and the fall of Valkyrie all at once. You can never predict these things. Alright, next poll. 9 more likes. 9 more likes. We can totally get there. I know we can. DJ, thanks for stopping by. Danny, this is the basics, so I get the score in that I need. Okay, Hit Monkey held on to that top spot. Here we go. Thanks, Bama Boy. I like to think it's different. I mean, it's a lot of work. I can only do this every couple of months because I'm not used to doing a lot of work. Internet phrases. But I think it gives you something different to think about. Huh, Pedro, no, you can't vote for both. You gotta choose. That's what makes these kind of tough. Steven, no. I'm happy with where I'm at right now. Oh. Yes, Bama Boy, it's like choosing between your 2 favorite kids. Alright. Mole God took Falcon. Wow. Okay. Here's where it gets interesting. This is kind of like a 1A, 1B poll. Broken Arrow, it's either going to be Shriek or Blob. I kind of voted for both, but Blob, I might regret voting for Blob because I feel like he's just going to be a really good defender. The problem with Blob is, like I say, we might regret that he's in the game if he's like Kingpin 2.0. He's like Kingpin that roots you. Ugh. Because I don't mind fighting Kingpin because I can always dex his special one, but if he roots you, even if it's the same animations, it just adds to a different layer of skill. What's up, that Kraken? Ooh, War and Peace voted for Swarm. Alright, Falcon won that one. Now it's time to... Here we go. Okay. 6 likes away from 50. We are so close. Also, I should probably pause it while I'm typing in things so I don't get hit in the face. Senior barcode's a black tarantula. Oh, snap. Alright. I had a feeling this would be a big takeaway from tonight. Let's see. How this keeps going. The Kraken, Nick Fury, has already solidified #1 status. Wait, Damex, are you saying your #1 skill champ is Shang-Chi? Also, I'm totally blacking out the screen so we can follow this directly now. Now that we've locked up the top 10 and are making moves, let's do this. Earth 25, we haven't done, obviously, Necropolis poll yet with that, but Aegon is currently number 18. Alright. I will stop the music. Alright. Before we hit that play button, let's swap them out. Okay, so Zemo, for the moment, the worst he can be is 10. Falcon right now is the first honorable mention in the poll. Okay. Let's see. We're 1 like away from 50. Okay, here we go. Greetings, YouTube. I try my best to record this about 30 minutes after the poll series starts so that we can get most of the early voting out of the way so this isn't a 30-minute video. For those of you that actually watch these videos and take part, they're a very different kind of video. If you're new to the channel, I do this about 4 times a year. Every 3 months, we will vote for the best champions, and by we, I mean you all. I don't vote. So if you'd like to fight for somebody of a class this week, come by the channel at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. We actually have people across the pond that sometimes set their alarms at like 3 in the morning just to take part, which is amazing. So if you're talking about a new champion that's really good like Bullseye, most people, including myself, just don't have him as a 6-star or 7-star yet. And so you're only going off of YouTuber hype, which, you know, when you're talking about content creators, sometimes, especially when they're in the content creator program, Kabam wants them to actually hype up the champion maybe more than they deserve. You have to wait for them to kind of get out of the monthly contest and see how more people. So we wait until the champion is in the basic pool or at least heading towards leaving the featured pool before we put them in the poll. So that's why Bullseye won't be a part of this skill poll, but he probably will be in April. In the meantime, we are pitting our top 2 honorable mentions. Crossbones actually fell down even more because Aegon, who didn't even get in the top 15 3 months ago, has had a resurgence of sorts by giving us the all too exciting Necropolis utility. So it looks, right now we're putting up him against Falcon, and Aegon has won. Falcon is now number 12. Yikes. I mean, Falcon is a top 5 skill champ to me, but I might be the only person who believes that. All right. Now we are putting up Baron Zemo against Aegon for the right to the number 10 spot. rider. That is an internet phrase if I've ever seen it. Also, shout out to Kick Rocks who put XXR25 on the wall. And this week, whatever names are on the wall that are sponsors of the stream will also be in the color of the class that we are dissecting. So, in this case, the skill class is red, thus his name is red. Kind of a cool tradition we're doing to bring back the poll week for 2024. And it looks like Zemo safely held on to the Aegon spot. By the way, if you're just joining us, Nick Fury was number 1, Kingpin 2, Kate Bishop 3, Shang-Chi 4, Black Widow Deadly Origin 5, Hitmonkey 6, Elsa Bloodstone 7. Valkyrie fell from 3 to 8, and that has made some people very upset in the chat. I'm sure if she's your favorite skill champ, or at least one you use, you're going to put her easily in the top 5. But I think a lot of people just don't use her enough to really care that much about her. And so, now, we're also going to do... Zemo destroyed Aegon to hold on to that 10 spot. We're going to just try some of these honorable mentions that always need to be reordered. And now we'll see if Falcon can hold off Blade. Yeah, Patrick, there's no question that if it's long-form content, Aegon is the #1 champion, arguably, in the game. Not just in the skill class, but overall. But what the poll series kind of takes into consideration is everything. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you view it, we really do value, especially depending on the meta, Battlegrounds now as a game. If this was before Battlegrounds, it would be probably Alliance War. But with that being said, Aegon just has very limited utility outside of long-form content. Well, Todd, you should have been here to vote, but Valkyrie wasn't as loved as Elsa. What can I say? By the way, these are not scientific polls. These are fun polls that we do as a channel every couple months. People get really upset about them because they say, that's not what KT1 says. That's not what Seaton says. That's not what Brian Grant says. I know, but that's kind of what's fun about it. Because this is unlike anything in the community, and I don't get to vote in any of the polls. Falcon is a top 5 skill champion on my roster. He did not have a chance to be in the top 10 of this poll, and I respect it. I don't agree with it, but I respect it. And I ask that you all respect it as well, including Todd. Although World's Famous is rooting for Groot to be the best champion in the game. Good luck with that. Okay, so Falcon does hold on. And now we're going to see Blade versus Stealth Spidey. Also, shout out to everybody who came here and hit the like button. We got over 50 likes, which is pretty exciting. Man, I will say this. It's a pretty fun skill class. I wouldn't put it near the top of the best class. I still think Cosmic easily takes that. And if you're really wondering, what's the order going to look like next, we just go from left to right in our Google Doc. So Tuesday night's poll will be tech. And remember, 3 months ago, OG Iron Man wasn't buffed. He was voted the worst champ in the class 3 months ago. Now, he could be a top 10 champ. It was Nimgod, Warlock, Future Ant-Man, iDoom, Omega Sentinel, Shuri, who also I suspect will move up. Shocker, Ghost, Ultron, Starkey, honorable mention, Penny Parker, Hulkbuster, D1829. I should remove Shocker twice. I don't know why he's in there twice. Guardian, Sam Wilson, Nebula, and Silver Centaur. We're actually just going to do something right now. We're going to put OG Iron Man at the bottom of that list to prepare for the inevitable poll there. There we go. What do you know? By the way, I'm juggling 5 different screens. You don't see what I see behind the scenes, which is probably a good thing for everybody involved. All right, saying over. Fair point. So, Blade held on. Now we will start the last part of this first night of poll series, and we will see, for those of you that have been begging for her to get her due, if Mantis belongs in the top 10 or not. Damex, I definitely think Viv and Lady D could make an appearance, and they've been in the game long enough to be on the poll series. Steven, we can ask for Red Skull to entertain your list, but just know a lot of people don't feel the same way that you do, which is fine. But I just don't want you to get disappointed. Okay, Mantis barely beat out Blade, but she technically did beat out Blade, so we are now going to move her into the spot right behind Crossbones. And that will be our next poll. I know this may not be the most fun to watch back. Again, I really appreciate everybody who watches any video I post, but it's really fun to do it during this because you just see a lot of opinions that will oftentimes surprise you. And I think that's what makes it such a fun game. And also, like Stephen Burris is talking about how in his book, his #1 tech champ is Red Skull because he just loves Red Skull. Everybody else might think he's crazy, but who cares? That's his favorite champion. Oh, so I said Mantis and Blade, and then Mantis and Crossbones, and then I typed in Blade. This is what happens when you're struggling with 5 screens at once. Now let's do that. Take 2. Wow. So the Mantis stands have entered the chat, and Crossbones, you might as well call him X-Bones because he's got X's across his face. Falling spots. All right, this next poll is probably going to hurt me, but I've been hurt before, and I'll be hurt again. Now, if you can't see at home, we're putting Mantis against Falcon, who technically are the 12th and 13th champs on this list. And right now it's a 50-50 poll, although Mantis just took the lead for the first time and then lost it. I love Falcon. I don't know why so many people give me so much crap for loving him too much, but he's won me so many matches. He's a boss slayer in Alliance Quest. He is a, unless you're talking about this month, I guess, a go-to in Battlegrounds. But as always, I don't vote in these polls, and Falcon just took the L. All right. Here's one we've never done. Mantis versus Aegon. Allison edits. Ronan is only top 10 in your hands. In your hands, he's #1. But to us peasants, it's just tough to justify him over somebody like Baron Zemo. Ooh, okay. Well, the Mantis train did take off, but it was not to be, because Aegon just put her down. Now, Allison, because we love you so much, I will put these two head-to-head just so, as we will with Red Skull on Tuesday night, you get your due in court, as they say. Wow. Ronan got more votes than I thought. Mantis is holding on. Oh, Allison is making an emotional plea to get Ronan more votes. Right now, Mantis has just about locked it up. Although Ronan's making a late vote charge. And now Ronan got like 5 votes in a row. It's too close to call right now. It's at a 4% with 29 votes in. That's a very surprising. But also Allison speaks well. Okay. Our minimum is 6%. And that got us there. And now the last poll. The other person who was in the top 10, top 15 threshold is Black Cat. So we will see how we feel about Black Cat. I don't know anyone that uses Black Cat, but she sucks to fight, and she's very effective to use on offense. She's one of those champs that, like, I don't think about, but when I'm using her, I'm like, dang, she's really good. Man, I thought we were just about done, and then Mantis climbed up, and now Black Cat. Black Cat has taken Mantis to the mantle. Wow, okay. Oh, my boy Falcon just continues to fall. That makes me so sad. Okay. There we go. Hope y'all are having fun that are watching this live. My head is spinning from all the polls and all the internet phrases. By the way, this is where we are at right now. It's Black Cat versus Aegon, and it is too close to call. Oh, man. I guess Atuma would be around long enough. Okay, so Black Cat destroys Aegon. And now let's just get straight to that poll. Because since Black Cat beat Aegon, we're trying to make this a faster poll than it used to be. So this will help. And for those people who said Atuma definitely deserves to be top 10, Black Cat made quick work of him. Almost a 50% difference. Alright, so this will now be, since we have made all of the requests that people have asked, from Ronin to Atuma, this will be the final poll series tonight. We'll see how high Black Cat can rise. And it's now number 11 versus number 10. Wow. Really? Black Cat is... Okay, I was saying Black Cat was beating out Zemo, but then it flipped real quickly. I thought Zemo would win by about 50%. That is wild. And Zemo has ended. So, the top 10 until April of 2024. Nick Fury 1, Kingpin 2, Kate Bishop 3, Shang-Chi 4, Black Widow Deadly Origin 5, Hitmonkey 6, Elsa Bloodstone 7, Valkyrie 8, Mole Man 9, Baron Zemo 10. As always, this is not scientific. This is for fun. And this is a very different thing. And I think it's cool that these polls don't look like any other rankings on YouTube, because that just shows it's okay to not go with the group think all the time. When everybody zigs, sometimes it's fun to zag. If you're watching live, stay tuned. If not, thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll be here for poll number 2 on Tuesday night. All right, Mama, let's bring you in now that we can safely get your blood pressure down.
This is why I don't participate in the polls.
Mama, your blood pressure is still probably way too high.
Zemo at 10 is just ridiculously stupid, but it is what it is.
Well,
and I'll let it go.
You're only one vote. Falcon at like 15 makes me depressed for my life.
That's even stupid.
But
Falcon is ridiculously good.
Yeah.
He has to be awakened, but come on. He shuts down so many things and makes fights so much easier.
I know. Again, but I think it actually is cool that I don't agree with my own poll series, because it means that it's truly unbiased.
Yep. Or, well, never mind. I don't want to piss 40 people off, so.
Oh, man. I know we live in an age where if something's popular, you gotta agree with it.
No, I don't.
Well, what I'm saying is,
just because it's popular doesn't mean it's right. I have my own mind.
Who would be your personal top 5 if you were making the Mama Bear poll? Which, by the way, you have
into my account.
You have a YouTube channel. You could totally do this yourself. Nobody wants to do the work with all the polls.
I used to like the polls, but then they just got a little too much.
Well, we used to do them every 2 months, and now we do them every 3 months because of that.
Know.
But I still think it's a fun thing to do a few times a year. And I think what I'm most proud of is that it's unlike anything else on YouTube.
All right, my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, Nick Fury for skill.
That remains the same.
Number 2.
Good night, Rob.
Elsa Bloodstone.
Okay.
Wow. Baron Zemo. Number 4, Hit Monkey. And number 5, Valkyrie.
So where would Falcon be on your list?
6.
Okay.
I don't use Falcon as much only because my 7-star is an Awakened, and so it makes it a little worse.
My list would be Nick Fury 1, Falcon 2, Kingpin 3, Black Widow Deadly Origin 4, and maybe Mulgod 5.
Okay.
Jeter, we could have. Killmonger fell to like 18 last time, so I didn't put him in. Maybe I should have, but that is like the one.
I mean, I use Baron Zemo all the frickin' time.
Yeah, Zemo's also close to top 5. Again, it's fun. All right, let's have some fun. By the way, Kick Rocks, you get control of the profile pic, and we're gonna open our. Let's see, is this the week to do it? I forgot to check the All in Black ISO store. No. Okay, so we're gonna open the 6-star Nexus. Let's do it. What's up, Captain Joseph? Now, Captain Joseph, remember, Bullseye is way too new. I have no doubt that he could be a future top 2, 3 champ, but most people have only gotten to fight him, not fight using him. All right. Here we go. Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. We are recording this at a time when we've started back the most controversial series on YouTube. My channel's poll debates. a unscientific look at what my viewers, and sometimes people only come by to vote in the polls, think. And Nick Fury's still number one, though. Mom, at least we agree on that.
Yes, we do.
And Kick Rocks is Zemo, you're number one? Or no? We are choosing a profile pic to match the class, and Zemo is that profile pic. So, Bama Boy also want to give a special shout out to Moondragon. So, there we go. I do want to say this. I think it's cool we get a 6-star Nexus now for doing the Paragon Gauntlet, but at the same time, I kind of feel like we should get 2. Is that a hot take, Mama? Getting 2 6-star Nexus instead of 1?
Do it.
Do it now?
Do it.
Alright, well, in a perfect world, we would have this give us a shot at one of the newer champs, but I'm not waiting months for that to happen. How many times are you backing out, Mama?
4.
Of course. Also, every time you say 4, 2. Oh, I'm so tired. I backed out completely.
Well, nobody likes a complete back out. That doesn't serve any purpose.
I was just teeing it up for you to say a million different things about that.
Except it could avoid a expensive gift in 9 months.
No kidding. Especially when someone's being a little too childish. All right, Mama, tell me when to release.
No.
All right, here we go. Show us a Max Sig, if not something cool. Oh no! How old?
No.
How old is this crystal?
That's bad.
This is like Back to the Future Biff style. I don't even know who to choose. I guess the highest Sig would be the tiebreaker, but like, I just got trolled by Kabam Mike. This is like absolutely a Nexus that Kabam Mike would send to me.
Take the Spidey.
God. I feel disgusted by this. Like, I feel worse about this than my man Falcon falling to like number 15 in my channel polls here. Are you kidding me, Kabam Mike? That needs to be the title of this video. Are you kidding me, Kabam Mike? That's what it feels like. I'll go with the highest Sig, but the Paragon Gauntlet, especially with the tagged mercenary champions, is not easy. It took me 2 revives. Should have taken 1, but if you go back and watch my gameplay video, I was trying to do 2 things at once, which is never a good idea. And ended up reviving Absorbing Man instead of Domino, and that cost me a revive. Kick Rocks, we've been saying that for years. We should get a reroll.
Even if it costs you like what, like some units or something,
say, 100,
get a reroll button.
100 is a little steep, but how much do you think the units should cost if you get a reroll on an Abyss Nexus? That's a fun topic, hypothetically.
I mean, it's a 6-star, so a lot of people still use 6 stars.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
in fact, the majority of people still do.
I was going to say, I think so many 6-stars don't have. Jane Doe says you pay in 50 lashes. I think
with a wet noodle.
I don't know. don't know if I got that reference. Well, this was Kabam Mike's revenge. He trolled me bad, but I did not choose Cyclops because I have some level of standards. Maybe not that high a level, but some level. Thanks again to Kickrocks for putting XX025's name on screen and single-handedly getting us to stream 2013. And also, for everybody who voted in all the polls, we'll be back on Tuesday night with the tech poll. Until then, have a good one. Good night, everybody.
Good night.